All right, welcome everyone to another edition of Deconversion Stories. And today, oh, there he is with his little producer thing under his name now. we got the amazing and extremely talented when it comes to music, Mr. Amadeus Almighty is with us today, going to share his story with us today. And of course, I'm going to start calling Mikey Last Minute Mikey because he kind of pops in right at the last second before we go live. But he's a busy man, and he's got a family coming up pretty soon. So yeah, I expect it completely.
Oh, I had to be done with dinner by like 6:15 because I had to shower because I smelled like Monday. So I had to get rid of that. But the water was too hot, and I've been up since like 6 o'clock. So
first world problems. The water was too hot.
It made me drowsy. So I'm like laying down in a towel, passed out on the bed because I was like boiling myself in the bath, like steaming myself like a bun.
Yay, Mikey! Hi, Denise.
And I like fell asleep, like laying on the bed, and my wife's like, "Hey, you got a show?" I was like, "Today?
Shit, what day is it?"
I don't know what time it is.
Well, I'm glad you were able to wake up and make it here to join Amadeus with me. Amadeus, my friend, first of all, welcome to the show.
Glad to be here. Long time coming. Definitely glad to be here.
Yeah, we've definitely been tickling this one for a little while. We're finally making it happen. So let's get it going. What I do here as well, what we do here is we chat with folks about how they found their way out of whatever belief systems they were once a part of. Kind of like take us on that little bit of a journey. And I definitely want to talk about your music because I just spent like an hour and something in SoundCloud listening to the beats that you put up there on SoundCloud.
That is amazing.
I went on an emotional roller coaster. Let's just put it that way. Some of that stuff is just really, really cool. And guys, if you want to hear what I'm saying, you've got to go to the description box below where I have his Twitter link and his SoundCloud link. If you like what you hear, leave some comments on the tunes because we who are on SoundCloud, myself included, we really like it when that happens because it's really good when you interact with the artists themselves and they appreciate it because it means that what we're doing is worthwhile. So definitely go and do that. And anyways, now that I've promoted the shit out of you, which I don't have a problem doing because when people have that kind of talent, I'm all over that shit. But anyways, awesome. Take us on the journey, my friend, and tell us about what you were once a believer of and how you finally escaped.
Well, I again appreciate you having me on the show and
our pleasure.
Taking the time to even be interested in what I went through. But I was I was basically a Baptist Christian, raised in the South, raised in North Carolina. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And
I gotta turn your music off. I'm tripping. My bad. I'm over here like I'll just listen in the background. I'm over here.
Right? It just touches you like that.
That little bop, like yeah.
I ain't heard a word you just said. I ain't paying no.
My bad. I'm sorry.
How dare you distract me?
No, I appreciate that, but yeah. So, I mean, I grew up in the South, typical Bible Belt Christianity. It was originally Baptist, but my church converted to what they called non-denominational, which is basically just contemporary Baptist, more modern, more updated. So, yeah, I grew up in a very, very religious family. My parents are still really religious. My grandparents definitely, or my granddad, he's the only one I have left, is still very, very deeply, deeply religious.
Is he a deacon?
Wow.
No, he's not a deacon. My uncle is a minister. My uncle actually married me and my ex-wife.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Saved a couple dollars there.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yes. free weddings are the best ones.
Especially when they ultimately end up in a divorce.
Yeah. Too, right? Especially when it's a mistake. So
man,
I hear that.
I don't know if we're doing the evidence of God thing, but I think that might have been the one.
That did not help.
They gave me a free wedding that ended in a divorce, so I didn't have to pay anything. If that ain't a blessing.
I think you got a fan of your voice there already.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Deneen. Oh, him. Oh.
Oh
Yeah.
boy. But yeah. So yeah, grew up in a really religious family. I was kind of raised in a weird situation because my mom was deeply religious, but we lived in, I guess what you would call hood circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I grew up around a lot of crime and a lot of dangerous situations and things like that. And there was always a dichotomy of what's going on outside of my house and in my neighborhood and what's going on at church. And we basically lived at church. My mom wanted to keep us out of all of that stuff and keep us deep in like the word and all of that stuff. So
Right.
we spent more time in church than we did at home, and everything was Jesus this, Jesus that. Everything was saturated in religion for me. So I did not really come into contact with anybody that did not believe. Lots of people in my life were all just as deeply religious as my parents. And when my dad came into the picture, my stepdad, he was Muslim at first, but
interesting.
He was Muslim at first when he and my mom met. But after about a year of them dating, leading up to them getting married, he converted to Christianity too. So,
wow.
I didn't know anybody that wasn't religious. I had no concept of
Allah had to bend the knee. He's like, look, I'm not trying to be single forever.
I mean, the power of,
It's been too long. I can't. I love this woman. I have. Look, I'll be back. Okay. I'm going to just get there and then I'll be back.
He kept the no pork thing, though. So that was weird. But yeah, everything else, he switched over.
But black breakfast needs bacon.
I can finally eat bacon.
Can't bring no turkey, bacon, and grits into the table.
Oh my God!
They laugh you out of the South.
I got some horror stories about some turkey bacon, man. But good Lord, I cannot stand that.
Two words don't even go together. I don't even understand.
It's an oxymoron altogether.
Yeah. Like jumbo shrimp.
Yeah. But
or military intelligence. That's my favorite one.
Well,
that's a big one.
On Parks and Rec, where fucking Nick Offerman's like,
he drops it in the garbage
can.
He's like, can I have another one?
Of course, you would bring up that reference. I need to watch that show.
Would you like to try some of our gluten-free blah 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 turkey bacon? Like, throws in the garbage. Another, please.
He chucks that one.
There is that.
Yeah, that's the best episode, if you ask me. I haven't seen that many, but I've seen that.
I have to check that show out. I've been seeing. I mean, I know I'm pretty late to it, but it looks like it's something that I would find very enjoyable. So definitely need to check that out.
That guy's from not too far away from me. Nick Offerman's from a town like 5 minutes away from me.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
John Green is a member of the show.
Howdy, partner.
I was just watching him in The Last of Us. I don't know if you've checked that out on HBO Max.
I've heard that it's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. It's very good. I had to play the whole game before I started watching.
Oh, a purist.
Just to kind of, you know what I mean? No, they're doing a really good job. They kind of ventured off a little bit in the Nick Offerman episode, but it's worth a watch. So, yeah. It's
got an impressive stash, that man.
Yes, definitely.
God damn.
The Burt Reynolds of our generation.
Yeah, walruses worldwide jealous of that stash. Damn.
But yeah, So anyway, my dad came into the picture, converted to Christianity, and kind of just followed suit with everybody else in my life. And so I was always kind of very curious. I'm kind of a dork, kind of a nerd, and very scientifically minded.
Hey,
And
fam. we're dorky nerds too here. So.
yeah, I mean, like-minded people attract. So
yeah, exactly.
yeah. Yeah, I'm just naturally curious, and so religion's kryptonite is questions. I asked a lot.
Yep.
I things didn't make sense to me. I challenged them, and I've kind of always been the way I am now. You know, if you know who I am on Twitter, you see how I talk to creationists and people like that. So it's I'm kind of harsh and blunt and straight to the point, and I've kind of always been that way. Even as a shy, dorky nerd, I'm still going to tell you what I'm going to tell you. And I wasn't really satisfied with the just have faith answers. The just believe and just don't worry about it, and just read your Bible. And I felt a lot of guilt because I thought I was flawed. I thought there was something wrong with me because I'm the only one that's like, everybody else is like content, and it's no problem with them, and they all love Jesus, and there's no issue. And I'm praying, and I'm not getting the response that everybody is. Now that I look back on it, is pretending that they're getting. So
it is. I've said this many times before. It's like a big game of make believe.
Yes. I like to refer to it as the emperor's clothes.
Yeah.
Because everybody know we're sitting here looking at a bunch of shafts and balls, but we're gonna pretend like this man is elegantly, you know what I mean? And at the time growing
Your
up,
Highnessy is all about there.
It's just out, just ass and cheeks and everything. And I don't want to see that, but we're just gonna pretend that that's not what's happening.
So much cellulite.
Yeah. At the time, I kind of just kept going through the motions of it and hoping that I would get my big revelation eventually. But obviously that never came for obvious reasons. And I pretty much kept up with the motions from like age 15 to like 22. And then around age 22, that's when I just couldn't lie to myself anymore about it. I couldn't, it was too much. I was, like I said, too scientifically minded. I knew too much about the world and how things worked. I was too curious about things. I wanted to learn more about things and how to explain them. And it was when I met or heard of Ray Comfort on Facebook.
Ooh, everybody's favorite.
Yeah. Ray Comfort was kind of like my avenue into like being more open about it.
Right. Oh, he's so fucking funny. I got to voice his character on Creationist Jeopardy once, which was pretty funny.
Hold up. You did what now? You voiced this character.
Yeah.
What it was like animated?
Yeah, it's on Prophet of Zod's channel.
Oh, you have to link that to me.
Hold on. I'll get it for you. Give me a minute.
I have to have that. That's Bay right there. That's the OG theist for me. I love him. He's so adorable.
One of the Three Stooges, Ray Comfort. Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, man. I came across him on Facebook, and it was just like, I can't let this amount of stupidity, pass unchecked. I can't, and I was afraid at the time because all of my family is still very religious. I thought that I would get a lot of backlash, and my family has always been very accepting, which I'm lucky for, because I know a lot of other atheists, you know, kind of get outcast and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I'm lucky to come from a really tight knit family that never shunned me for it, and you know, they're very welcoming and very open. My dad picks on me about it. You know,
does he?
Yeah,
in a joking fashion, I hope.
In a joking fashion, yeah, not like, you know, maliciously.
Not malicious, yeah.
Like I'll stub my toe and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, and he's like, don't call his name if you don't believe on him, and you know, corny shit like that. So
colloquial, jeez,
yeah, like, you know, so I'm lucky in that fashion, and yeah, I mean, my deconversion story isn't anything special other than the fact that I kind of did it 100% by myself. I didn't even know the word atheist existed until I was 24. So I was like,
really?
oh,
I told y'all that black people didn't even know this was a thing. I didn't even know this was a box I could check.
It's not, I called myself a non-believer because that was the only word I had to describe myself. And then I happened to read the word atheist one day and I looked it up and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm that then.
This is the key word I should have been typing.
Yeah, like, yeah, I was 24 years old when that happened. So, I mean, it's not a remarkable story. So, I hate to have made you wait this long to hear that.
you know, every person that I've had on the show that has come to tell their story, because I've had people that were never believers on the show, but we always talk about religious influences and how to better the atheist community usually. I mean, I had Matt Dillahunty on here and he just did not want to tell his story again. So we talked about bettering the community and stuff like that and some of our interests. So any story that comes on here, as I always say this, so people stumble on and I get emails quite a bit. They stumble across my show. They go, wow, I'm really grateful for what you do because I heard so many stories and a lot of different things from these different stories align with what I went through. And it's helped me to come to terms with what I've gone through and also to make, it's helped make me a little bit better as a person to understand that other people have been through this. And, some had harder times with it and some had easier times with it. So it really does help people. And I got emails to prove that. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've seen other deconversion stories that you've done with other people, and just talking to people that I met in my online travels and everything, because I went my whole religious life thinking that there was something absolutely wrong with me. I'm literally the only person on this planet that's not a Christian, and and luckily I did not have to go through the familial backlash, but you still get that as a Black atheist in general.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to be an atheist just because I'm a Black person. And that's something I experience in general with strangers and people who want to proselytize to me and stuff like that. So
right.
Other Black people that I meet, like people I've met at work, and
what church you go to?
Yeah.
No, I don't go to church.
Yeah, what family, what church family you belong to? That's the question. That's what they love.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can't do anything.
The disbelief, just the
utter shock. I don't know if you know what the Meta VR headset thingies are. Yeah. But my girlfriend and I have those, and we used to play poker on them every once in a while. We met this Black guy who was pretty cool, and we played poker with him often. And somehow the conversation came around to religion, and
it's poker. Of course.
It's poker. It's going to come around. Things are going to come up. But obviously, I'm not going to hide that I'm an atheist or anything. And my girlfriend's white. So I must be an atheist because I'm trying to impress my white girlfriend.
Aha.
There is no validity to my own disbelief.
Because all white people are atheists.
Yeah, I mean, it's only white
damn.
people that are actually atheists. Black people are just pretending to appease them, and it's just you run into that type of thing all the time. So, fortunately, my backlashes come from strangers, not my family. So,
I was gonna bring that up because it is, especially in America, your Christianity is intricately linked to your blackness.
Absolutely.
And trying to separate that is, I don't know, looking for a grain of sand on the beach. It's just,
you're easier separating R. Kelly's music from R. Kelly.
You'll have bumping ground back on the radio before you ever figure that back out.
Exactly that. I've literally had people tell me black people don't do atheism, or like telling me that I'm selling out or anything. So yeah, it's.
I say somebody should probably call the organization Black Non-Believers and let them know.
Oh, Mandisa know
it must be news to them.
Mandisa know exactly what we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I love her. She is amazing. She is outstanding.
She's a great lady. Great.
Yeah.
Lady.
I have always admired Mandisa Thomas.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome. Yeah. There's some hot water again with the American atheists. Some other people, I guess, have resigned, and she was one of them.
Oh,
I don't know much of the story behind it all, but I guess some shit went down and she basically left or resigned because of it. So somebody may be able to I don't think so.
With all them billions of dollars? She is God. Why worship anything that isn't even as great as me?
I'll say this. When my cousin Jackie lived in Chicago, she lived across the hall from Oprah. They both had the penthouse suites upstairs. And she lived across the hall from Oprah. And she said that Oprah is actually quite the bitch. So.
Oh, yeah.
I would imagine so.
Dude,
I mean, she doesn't seem like a nice lady.
Like, look at the attitude on me. And, like, put that at a level with my income. Imagine if my income went to Oprah. Oh, it would be terrible. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
I'll keep your fucking ass in line, Mikey.
Oh, my. I would be the worst. I have to stay poor forever.
Let me just cancel that last PayPal payment for your services.
Oh, you can't. I don't know, man. I couldn't have that. How are you nice to the guy across the hall when you have like $3 billion in your bank account? Like, fuck him.
I mean, you can't tell me
like,
shit.
Like you know? I'm walking here. I'm coming through, obviously.
Well, my cousin Jackie is also very well off. So.
Oh, power struggle.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Mace Windu.
Yeah, I have a mace in here somewhere. I actually ended up buying 2 of the same sets, so I have 2 of them.
Very nice. Mace.
Lego sets. I'm a huge, as you could probably tell, I'm a big Lego fan. There's a big.
Yeah, I see it in the corner over there.
And oh my goodness, I just have to throw this out there, but I saw a Google thing that has, you know, how you have the Google stuff that comes up. They're going to be doing, because it got 10,000 plus votes on the ideas page, they're going to be doing Lego Godzilla. I'm like, yes.
I thought I blocked those notifications from getting to you. Apparently not. I must have missed one.
I need Lego Godzilla.
Let the man have his Godzilla.
Yeah, what's wrong?
Look behind him. He has all of Star Trek, Star Wars.
No Star Trek.
Not yet.
Blue Bricks makes Star Trek stuff, and I could get some from them.
Most of the MCU.
Yeah, pretty much it. Even have Optimus Prime and Back to the Future DeLorean and
gotta brace.
See, I wish I was that level of nerd. I wish I had. Like that's what I aspire to.
Do you have Funko Pops?
I got one. He's right there.
Just one?
Just one.
You can't
Edward
just have one.
Scissorhands. I used to have a Batman too, but my nephew loved it, so I gave it to him.
I was told that you have to buy a minimum of 3 at a time.
How many do you have?
You're not a. I don't have any, so I'm not gonna blaspheme the Funko Pop guy.
They haven't been delivered yet. He already ordered them, though. I could tell by the way he answered. They'll be delivered by 10 p.m. or some shit. You know how they do.
They do have some cool ones, but I just didn't really. I like the Edward Scissorhands one. It's the very first one that they ever released of Edward Scissorhands, so it's probably worth twice what I paid for it now.
Oh yeah, that has to be worth something.
Yeah, I think so.
I can't open it in the box. If I'm open it.
If I can find a Jack Skellington and all the other guys from the Nightmare Before Christmas, I probably scoop those ones.
I think they got them all.
I have a Jack Skellington bobblehead up there, like one of the bigger ones.
I'm pretty sure I've seen some at like Best Buy.
I'm sure they have them. They must have. They got everything, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
When do we get to be Funko Pops? When do they is there like an application? You're sending some mug shots, like some 8x10 glossies, and
yes, I may have been premature getting excited, but from what I heard on the brick page or whatever the hell it's called, it looks like it could go through. The other one I really liked was Dracula's Castle, which was really cool, but
from
Castlevania, it got
10,000
votes. No, just some Lego version of Dracula's Castle, but
Bram Stoker's Lego Castle.
That would be cool.
Yes,
that would be very cool. Yeah, Gary Oldman did a fucking great job in that movie.
Yo, Gary Oldman is like the third best actor that there has ever been, but no one remembers his name because he just melts into every movie.
He's just so plastic in every role.
Versatile.
Yo, he will always be Zork to me, and I don't care what nobody says. In Fifth Element.
Fifth Element, yeah.
With the hair swoop.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
With the plastic.
Yeah, that was so funny.
I can't believe they thought that's what the fashion was gonna be.
Well, I think his best roles. I think his best roles were the Dracula role and when he played Sid Vicious in Sid and Nancy.
Oh yeah,
that's a powerful performance.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't seen Sid and Nancy, I highly recommend it, guys. It's an older movie. I actually got to see Sid Vicious in person live. I was in England, so that's kind of. Mr. Almighty,
this just in from Google Eats. Mr. Almighty, your order of Funko Pops.
That's too funny. No, tons Mace Windu, not Mace Window. Mice Window.
Mice Window.
Moist Window.
Microsoft bimbos.
So funny. So I'm assuming you got lucky, man, because I've had so many folks on here that talk about leaving their beliefs behind, and then their family just can't handle it, and they either excommunicate them or they don't talk to them, stuff like that. So I think that your folks and your family that still have you involved in stuff and don't really bother you about it is pretty cool, because that doesn't always happen, right?
No, especially not with extremely deeply religious people. And it's been very fortunate to have family that's understanding, and it's like, okay, well, that's what your path is, and we won't stand in your way, and we still love you, and so not everybody gets that experience, but
no, it's unfortunate, but it's true.
It's extremely unfortunate, and my heart goes out to those people who do have to deal with that type of thing with their own family, because I can't imagine putting beliefs before my child, which is that's insane.
I think that's crazy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's insane, and it's like, what? Like, I just don't understand it.
I won't put my beliefs before bacon.
As a matter of fact, I believe I'll have more bacon.
Right. your beliefs go against my bacon eating, so
That was
that's a pass.
one of the first things I did when I moved out because my dad wasn't around.
He bought a whole pack of bacon and
Bro.
just cooking it and eating it.
Oh, I felt so bad. I ate so much pork, so much. Oh my
To
god!
make up for lost time. Now,
Scott
Scott,
doesn't
Oh,
even.
man.
I missed.
What? What do you mean you order Funko Pops? Come on, man.
Oh my god!
Oh, hold on. Put that picture back. Could you put that back up?
Yeah,
That is-
hang on.
That's top tier avatar right there.
Oh yeah.
I can't even see it. What is it?
Is that
Oh, Snoopy. Snoopy.
The red baron.
Bro, I thought that was a lot of other things. There were so many different pictures I saw before I got to Snoopy.
Before you got the Snoopy.
Let me see if I can. I'll show you what Funko Pop is here, Scott. Hang on.
Like one of those stupid pictures. They like flip your phone upside down. And it's the same thing, but it says stupid, turn your phone over. I'm like,
I don't think I want to describe what I saw.
I don't think this is gonna work.
oh my god.
Hang on.
Coming down, guys. It's finally happened.
Oh boy.
2 for the price.
No,
of
he
one.
doesn't have. He's got the grip. That
He's gonna-
that only comes with a whole collection.
Ah,
He's gonna have to use the, he's gonna have to play the crane game to get something in the back. That's a little.
Yeah.
all right, Scott. This is a Funko Pop. There you go. It's Edward Scissorhands because that's a great.
You made this man reach on the top shelf.
Oh yeah.
This is my top shelf stuff I got here.
And the other thing that
I
fell
love it.
down is a DC Direct figure of.
Hold up, which one is that?
So,
Oh, that's Lobo?
yeah, hell yeah. I went for him as him for Halloween one year.
I could see that. You can pull that off.
It was cool.
And
Only one person. This was in the 80s, and only one person, or sorry, 90s, and only one person knew who it was.
Well, let's just
I'm like,
say right now,
I'm buying you a beer.
me. Well, as Neil's representative, I'm in current talks with the DC universe to get him in the upcoming role. Apparently, Jason Momoa has read. It was a very strong reading, but he wants maybe too much money. I'm going to try and get Neil in there to replace Jason Momoa as
He was
Lobo in
already
the upcoming
Aquaman.
film.
He can't do it anyway.
Well, what's his face is getting rid of everybody, so he said I'm resetting everything. So there's going to be a new Aquaman.
That's true.
There's gonna be a new Aquaman anyway. So I'm about to
liked
nuke
Momoa.
all your. No, like I'm gonna nuke all your bullshit.
But the Zack Snyder version of the Justice League was so much better than the first launch they did.
Peter Gunn's like, I'm blowing this whole thing up, so I don't care.
Good.
They make Momoa Lobo. I'm just saying, Neil, I will put out I don't know, some sort of bad material about Jason Momoa to get you the role.
Purple. If I cared about that, half my shit wouldn't be in the shape it is, but I don't really care. It's not dented anyways. Besides, it fell onto a squishy mattress, so it's okay. It's not that big a deal.
Oh, it's
No
got a
dents. See?
classic mattress squish right there.
How
on the
you
side.
drops the 0.
Yeah. Well. It's only valuable to somebody who wants to pay for it anyways, right? So
Ain't that the truth?
it cost me a
Definitely.
whole $13. So there you go.
Big facts.
$13 Canadian.
Yes.
What does that say? Hold on. Purple's.
Is that more or less?
Uh,
I don't know. I'm not. Don't
I'm
get me to
counting
math.
on you launching the franchise for atheist biker pirates from the internet. My entire future depends on being able to sell these toys. I apologize. I'll get. I'm not doing all that I could. You're right. You're right.
Atheist biker. Wait, that's me.
Yes.
Wait, I'm going to be franchised? Wait, how am I? This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
It'll get to. Hey, when you
Cash
need to
in.
know, we'll tell you. But just Keep doing what you're doing, big guy. You're gonna see your name in lights.
Oh. You remember when I was saying we got to get Nikki to get you on? Look who just showed
Better
up.
read the fine print.
Nikki says message her.
Mom caught us.
I messaged
Mom
you.
caught
I
us.
messaged you.
Nikki, you need to have Amadeus on the show.
Hey guys, stop talking about her. She's here.
Oh,
There you go. You're gonna be on the show. There you go. We'll hook that shit up.
yeah. That's what's up. I appreciate it.
I am on my trash. She says I am on my trash TV treasures account now. Yeah, Nikki. I have a SoundCloud link for his music
What's
below.
TV
Go
treasures?
check that shit out. Trash TV treasures. Oh, probably stuff from like the old TV shows and stuff like that, where she gets to poke fun at him. Things like that. So, but yeah, definitely check out Amadeus's tunes. Like, some of it is so good. Like, there was one, and I was like, "Holy shit!" He somehow masterfully combined 3/3 and 4/4 time at the same fucking time, and I was like, "Holy shit!" My brain just went into overdrive.
Overdrive him.
That's so weird to hear you talk about my music like that, because usually it just doesn't get any attention. I just do it for fun, and I just put it out there just to you enjoy it. You enjoy it. So
music is fun. And I do it for fun too.
That.
But I'll tell you, I have friends that are in the radio industry, so we have had some airplay, and it's gotten fairly all right responses. So, and from what I hear from people that actually come and listen to the songs, they say, "Shit, dude, you guys have a lot of talent, and your music's really good." And I just think it's music, it's fun. I just make it for fun. But people tell me that it's got potential. So who knows? We're gonna record all our new stuff. Like, we got like 10 or 11 or 12 new songs that we can record right now. But that's money.
I definitely want to.
If anyone wants to help fund our music, just let me know. Nikki, nice to see you. I think Nikki, if she's not busy, should come and hop in the after party later.
Mm-hmm.
I think that should happen.
Yes.
And Purple should too, because it's been a while since Purple been in here.
Yeah, what he said.
Purple's awesome.
I'm with it if you're with it.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if anybody else is experiencing a little bit of lag. I am a little bit, but just wanted to.
I'm in hell.
Where?
Did you take the highway? No, never mind.
There it is.
Yeah, highway to hell.
Neil,
I like how it's a stairway to heaven, but a highway to hell. more like an expressway. Most of the people.
More like a fireman's pole.
Yeah. It's like in South Park when Kenny goes to hell. Pole. You see Kenny falling to hell, and like Adolf Hitler's there and Gandhi's there and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
You said Gandhi?
Yeah, Gandhi was in it and shit like that. I'm not a sidekick, Ox.
Who's Vicky?
Mikey and I are each other's sidekicks.
Sometimes it's Batman and Robin. Sometimes it's Deku and All Might. It just depends on the day.
Slip and slide to hell. That's awesome.
Ice luge.
Jamaican bobsled team.
I fucking love that movie.
Oh,
I love that movie.
Oh my god. It was just dumb enough.
It
was just dumb enough.
Disney was at its peak.
You said, I was a cheater. I put weights in the bottom of the sled. I'm like, how did no one catch weights? Like, what the fuck? Like, you're a dummy. I thought you actually had like a strategy for cheating. You just put weights in it. You mean we could have just been cheating this whole time? The fuck? Movie is so strange.
Yeah, the heavier you are, the more you're going to slide. That's why I tried to tell a buddy of mine this many years ago. It's like, I'll just load up the back of my truck with some rocks and get out there and drive in the snow. And I'm like, that's probably not a good idea. Because if you do slide, you ain't stopping now.
For pickup trucks, my neighbor used to shovel his driveway into the back of his the bed of his truck because it's rear wheel drive. Hey,
Yeah,
it's rear wheel drive.
Yeah.
So there's no weight over the back, so it just spins all crazy. So he has to he throws all the snow in the back just so it'll get some sort of traction.
So you gotta message Nikki.
Yeah,
she can't message you. Clearly. She's so important.
That's on some right now. Okay.
She's just so much better than you that you better message her. She can't be bothered to message you. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm stirring the pot too much.
Yeah. Oh, she's already in your DMs going, fuck you.
Right. Got a middle finger
I swear I
emoji going.
messaged you earlier.
Yeah. Yes. Tell Maya I said hello. Yeah. And yeah, definitely. Well, hang on. Which one did I met? Can he message you on Twitter, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Well, I had a question real quick. So
Sure.
what got you into music?
Yeah, I was going to go to the music.
What got me into music?
Yes.
Well, that's just part of who I am. I can't not do music. So, I'm from a very musical family, and I just kind of wanted to try it. Like, I really don't have an explanation. I just started doing this on a keyboard one day, and it grew from that point.
Were you in band?
I took a lot of chorus.
Oh, you're a choir kid.
In high school.
Oh,
I was I mean, I sung in the choir at church, and I sang a little bit, and I took a lot of chorus in high school and did a Christmas concert for my high school, and
that Boyz II Men Silent
hit him
Night.
with, I literally did. I literally did. And it was that was a good day, is all I'm saying.
All right.
It was a good day. I had a great day.
I just created a group with Nikki and you, and I'm like, get your shit together. So I just combined the two of you in this message board here. So you guys can figure that shit out, and then you can just boot me out and take over.
Got it.
Hello, Michael.
Bringing us together.
Oh, Simply Secular Dave wants to know what your least favorite instrument is. Bagpipes or accordion? He only gives you two options. What's wrong with bagpipes? In my neighborhood, when I was growing up, we had this Scottish kid down the road that would practice his bagpipes.
Least favorite instrument?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Uh-oh, we got some lag.
Yeah, we got lag going on.
I actually like bagpipes.
Me too.
I've always wanted to learn how to play them.
Grab an
I like the accordion too. So I mean, you kind of, I mean, yeah, it's classic. You probably needed to go with something like what do you call those things? The big Australian
didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo.
Oh, didgeridoo.
There you go. I can't stand those things.
Dope.
So,
I like those fucking didgeridoo.
it's not even there's nothing happening. It's just
it's percussion. It's percussion, technically.
Hey, you said all they had was a stick with a hole in it.
Isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it's like wind percussion. It's weird.
They had all they had was a stick with they had a stick with a hole in it, and they made a whole ass
whitest instruments.
The two whitest instruments. Hey, but I could.
There's some truth.
Hey, I mean, I have been actually trying to incorporate accordions in some of my beats lately. So, I mean, I could do some things with the accordion sounds.
Yeah,
you just do a Control A and then delete. That's what you do with those. Get accordions the fuck out of here. I feel like every time I hear an accordion,
Listen, this guy.
Every time I hear an accordion, I think of like the 1941 Pinocchio Disney movie when they're like on that donkey island. Like what that
all right.
Like that's all I can think about when I hear an accordion.
I kind of take that as a personal challenge now. Now I'm gonna upload it. I'm gonna make a beat out of nothing but accordion sounds. And I'm gonna have
and then email them right to you, Mikey.
Putting them straight in the spam folder where they belong.
So I kind of want to know who are your favorite artists growing up that spawned you into wanting to make music yourself?
Absolutely and most definitely Timbaland, the Neptunes, and Dr. Dre. Most definitely for production reasons. And then pretty much anybody that was relevant in the 90s as far as just vocalization. I was a very big Busta Rhymes fan growing up, which is probably weird for a lot of people to say.
Young Busta.
That's not a lot of people's favorite.
Is some of the craziest, best stuff you've ever heard.
It is. Awesome. It was so not Christianity. That is, I think, what gravitated me to Busta Rhymes, because Christianity was so quiet and meek, and Busta Rhymes was woo-ha. I got you all.
Busta's awesome. Like, don't even. Yeah. He's so cool.
Yeah. That was literally the first rap song I ever learned.
Hit you with no delay in the sun of saying, yo. Everybody have I'm saying, the city. Oh my.
He's such a character, too.
Let me turn that shit.
Early Busta was.
He's just going to ignore us and listen to Busta now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with Benjamin. Hello, Benjamin. Nice to see you here. The Cajun accordion is tuning with the synthesizer, and it's super fascinating sound. And tons of different accordions have unique tunings. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Do you have any plugins? Are you doing that on a DAW, or is that live instruments? Because if you are using a DAW, I need some plugins, and that would work. Excellent.
Well, maybe you and Benjamin can communicate with each other and trade some shit up.
I didn't even know accordions came in Cajun. That's amazing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Different sounds for different music, right? Like accordions, you can pretty much plaster into pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Well, almost anything. I wouldn't throw it in opera, but you know what but who the fuck listens to opera anyways? But anyway, I'm kidding, opera people. Yeah, well, I've never been a big, huge fan of it. But I like classical music. I love classical, but opera.
I mean, of course I do too. That's where a lot of my inspiration also comes from. Because I try to do the whole Amadeus thing. Korg monologue. So you're on hard. Okay. All right.
You say you'd be happy to connect.
That would be awesome. I would love to hear anything if you have anything recorded, because I like to vibe off of people and get different inspiration, which is why I want to ask you, Neil. The intro gave me Breaking Benjamin vibes. Is that where you get some of your inspiration from, or is it just kind of an osmosis type of deal? Or who do you get your inspiration from? Because I have to listen to more of your music based off of the intro.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Now the interviewer has become the interviewee. Ha!
I just have to know. I'd have to know.
Well, I'm an old school. I was raised on, my folks being who they were, listened to a lot of the popular music at the time. So 70s type adult contemporary, 60s type music, which I enjoy still. And then, of course, the disco era hit, and my dad had to go out and buy Saturday Night Fucking Fever and play it 24/7. So I hate disco, even though I tolerated it, and I had to learn how to dance for all the other kids in my neighborhood that were doing bar mitzvahs and having the parties afterwards. And I had to be, I was even crowned the disco prince at one time. And like, don't tell anybody. But you're saying this on YouTube, Neil, you moron. But anyways, but then, Zeppelin, Sabbath, all the old metal guys and stuff like that, Rainbow, Dio, and then, of course, a lot of the hair metal that came out for a while there. Although I didn't like the big one, I wasn't a huge Motley Crue fan, but I liked stuff like Cinderella, which is, to me, they had more bluesy elements to their rock. So I love blues, I love jazz, I like metal, I like all that kind of stuff. And all of it has influence. Like if you listen to the differences in our music, because we do some acoustic stuff, we have some stuff that you can almost hear like, wow, that sounds a little bit jazzy, almost progressive, like that kind of stuff. So we try to, at least I do, and my fellow bandmates try to show our influences in what we produce. So, but my all-time favorite bands, my top three, and you might be surprised with this. Number one, Black Sabbath. I've always been a Sabbath fan. It's probably the first heavy band I ever listened to.
Number two, Hanson.
Number two, Hanson. No, I'm kidding. Led Zeppelin is number two, because how do you fucking beat a guy that plays his guitar with a violin thing, right? Like that's just insane. And number three, when the grunge scene hit, my number three crept into that spot, and that was Alice in Chains. Because they were a little bit different than the rest of the grunge that came out, right? And I loved Stanley's voice. And of course, Pearl Jam is amazing too. Jimi Hendrix has always been in my top 5. He's probably number 5, but and Chris Cornell, that voice was incredible for what they did. So yeah, but now you get an idea. And I love classical music too. Like I could get off of here and throw on like Edvard Grieg tunes like the Peer Gynt Suite or something like that. Like I love that stuff. Or Holst the Planets, which is an amazing.
That's my shit.
Oh yeah, that's cool stuff. Right. So I like all music. If it's good, I like it. If it's garbage, I'll kind of, and I hate using, I used to work in a record store and it's kind of, oh, that's crap music. Dude, it's not crap. It's just not what you like.
Right.
People put their fucking sweat and their blood and their tears into, wait, we can make a band. Oh, never mind. Into this music because that's what they like. Right. Like they put, so just because you don't like it doesn't make it automatically make it shit music or crap. Like stop saying that. Say that's just not my thing. That's better.
Right.
But yeah.
Right.
But
I have
I like it.
I have 63 academic reasons why some music sucks.
Well, yeah, because there's bands like Ween, for fuck's sakes. I mean, I don't know. Kicking them. I
don't know if you've seen the state of hip hop lately, Neil, but I don't know who hijacked it.
I know.
And
I mean,
I go back to
everything off of one MPC with a virus on it. Like I don't know who the hell is in charge right now.
I have feelings about that.
I want to talk to a manager.
Okay, Karen.
I need the manager of hip hop right now. I need the corporate number for hip hop right now.
don't pull an Ice-T.
Yeah.
Shit, man, his old stuff is awesome. And then when he did Body Count, that was great too.
He'll never be Ice-T. He'll never be Chuck D. Never be Chuck D.
Chuck D.
Yo, Chuck D is a beast.
Yeah, it's true.
Absolute beast.
There are some beasts in the new era too. I do have my feelings. I know mumble rap was a thing for a few minutes. It's over now. It's canceled now. And then there are some new people that are worth paying attention to. Like Lil Baby, just out of the gate, effortlessly, Lil Baby.
Is he in jail again?
I don't. He just did SNL like last week.
You know, people
Ween
like video. Was it him with the DUI?
was unique. Let's put it
No,
Where he
that's
was,
probably
where he
you're probably thinking about.
I thought it was Lil Baby. He was like tore the tire off his car. Was driving with no tire on there. The rim is flat on one spot. He was driving on the rim for like a quarter mile, and he in
I don't know anything about that.
the seat like this. It
It could have
like,
been.
oh, bro, what you doing? Why are you that rich and still driving yourself around? Don't you know you're
I don't know.
Know your weaknesses, people.
I don't know. His music is dope though.
That's
all I can say.
I'm getting some flack from the audience for disliking Ween. I will say Piss Up a Rope is good, but I was never really a huge Ween fan. You guys are allowed to like Ween. I'm not saying you can't. I've just never been a huge Ween fan.
If you like Ween, turn it off right now. Hit the X button. Close the Alt F4 right now. No, don't do it.
Good night, Angie. Thanks for hanging.
See, she likes Ween. Prove it.
She's like, I don't want to watch anymore. Ween's good.
I love Ween.
Angie actually has a phenomenal voice. She often posts up some of her where she goes out to karaoke and does some singing and stuff, and mind blown. She's got a great voice.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Shit. All right. Well, what do you guys say we bring this to a close and do the after party? You down for hanging out for a little bit longer, Amadeus?
Yeah, I can hang out for a little while longer.
Yeah, well, we do take a little bit of a break so you can go and grab a snack or something or refill a drink. And you don't have to stick around forever. Just pop in, meet some other folks, and hang out for 15, 20 minutes, and then bugger off and do what you got to go do. If that's cool with you.
All right. That sounds good to me.
Well, dude, I want to thank you so much for finally made this happen, man, and it's been an honest to goodness blast.
Definitely. Awesome. I'm very glad that you had me here. Appreciate it.
You're always welcome. If you see us going live with after parties, you're always welcome to knock on the DMs and say, I want to jump in. And you're always welcome to do that too. But
I'll
just
pop
followed
in
you on Twitter.
what's that, dude?
I said I just followed you on Twitter.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, you weren't following? Oh, okay. I thought you guys
awesome. Thank you.
We're already following each other. Okay. Wait, before I do that, I just want to see this. I got a chance to see Alice Chains live and didn't go. I've seen them.
Oh, I did follow you.
And if you want to hear my story of this little, I've seen Alice Chains like 5 or 6 times, but the first time I saw them, I have a very interesting story because they played a little club here called the Town Pump, which was a downstairs place, and I have an interesting story, but I've told it before, so you may already have heard it. And Ween, thank you for showing up. Fuck you, Neil. That's too funny. Anyways, thanks everyone out in the chat there. I hope you guys had fun with us tonight. And Scott Smith says, excellent show, Mr. Amadeus. Definitely, I'm telling you, go to the link below to the SoundCloud. First of all, follow him on Twitter. And second of all, check the tunes out because he's got some fucking awesome shit there. And if you're like me, it'll grab you by the feels and then just fucking start wrenching them all over the place because it's awesome.
Not my feels.
Thank you,
it'll grab you by the feels. By the testifeels. And
do I have to pay extra for that?
Yes, if you want the happy ending feature, yes.
No, the molestation is free.
Free molestation right here. All right. Also, my patrons and members, you guys rock. Thank you all for helping out the show. Couldn't do this without you. And like I always say at the end of the interview, if you want to be involved in the after party too, by the way, let Mike or myself know, and we'll get you a link and you can jump in and say hi to this amazing dude right here. And until then, like I always say, after the interviews, like the late, great Christopher Hitchens once said, it's called faith because It's not knowledge. And we'll see you guys next time.
They call that shipping and handling, guys. Shipping and handling.